What's happening, road dogs and highway hounds? I'm hungry. I need breakfast. Give me breakfast. Breakfast. I'm gonna run in my truck, get my check, go to the bank, cash my check, buy a little bit of Bitcoin and Litecoin for long-term storage. That brings me to a point here. I had a comment, just woke up, paid my morning taxes to the porcelain god, and was reading the comments on the YouTube pages, and somebody was, how do you say it? Is it a bad time to buy Bitcoin and Litecoin? Or Litecoin, or whatever he was saying? It got me thinking. It's a weird way to put it, in my opinion, but I'm getting a lot of that kind of stuff. Do you buy dollars? You kind of buy gold, so I guess we do buy Bitcoin and Litecoin. But I wonder, I think there's a mentality when you say you're buying Bitcoin and Litecoin, I think there's a mentality that is saying, I'm buying an asset, which I guess it is. But in my way of thinking, I try to be ahead of the curve. You know, I don't just try and follow what everybody else is doing. I think a lot about Warren Buffett. I don't really think a lot about him, actually. I know that he just goes out and looks for good buys, and then he buys them and he holds them and he doesn't ever let them go. Because you're building up your balance sheet. You're building up your asset column. Sorry. But that's kind of the way I go about it. I like Harley Davidson shovel heads because nobody likes them right now. I like Bitcoin and Litecoin. I just see them as the future of money. It's going to be here. It's the gold and silver, blah, 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 blah. But the comment was kind of like, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin and Litecoin? I almost want to say it's always a good time, but I'm leery to say that because you don't know what the huge future holds and things could change. But I mean, for the foreseeable future, if things are just keep going the way they're going, I don't think there's ever a bad time to buy Bitcoin and Litecoin. And I don't like saying buy Bitcoin and Litecoin. To me, they are new money. It is the new money. It's going to change everything. And all these altcoins, which I don't consider Bitcoin and Litecoin to be altcoins, I think Bitcoin and Litecoin go hand in hand together. Gold and silver, peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs. But it's a new kind of money. So I'm going to get my paycheck, or my whatever. Guy I'm working with left my check in the truck. I'm going to go get that money. And I'm going to go take it to my bank. I'm going to cash that check. And when I cash that check, I'm going to go to my Coinbase account and I'm going to take the money that I want to save for long-term storage, and I'm going to buy me a little bit of Litecoin today. My app on my phone, when I looked on Coinbase, Litecoin's not there. And it doesn't bother me. I got a $30 eBay phone that you're watching all these videos on. That's my technical budget. You know, people at Ethereum, to get Vitalik to sit down at a computer and write the program, had to raise $20 million and rent a beach house in Miami and party their butts off to get Vitalik to write on his computer. Well, I could have done it for 200. But that's the difference between a mentality of Goldman Sachs type, Wall Street hedge fund manager type people. They raise a lot of money and they blow a lot of money and they party, do whatever they do. So that's how you build a business, is you just, you go to your wealthy buddies and you, whatever. Bitch. Oops, dang it. I try not to say that. That's what I say in the street. Crap. But, try and keep it a family show, kids. So, basically what I'm trying to get at is I got money waiting for me at the truck. And I'm going to take that money, I'm going to go cash it, turn it into a different kind of money. Then I'm going to go zap it onto the internet, and I'm going to exchange it for a better kind of money for long-term storage, which is what I use Bitcoin and Litecoin for now. I don't ever want to sell it. It's a deflationary currency. It's a currency that gets more valuable over time. Why would you ever want to sell that? I'll spend dollars. I don't care. I'll spend dollars. That's why things get expensive, is because they don't want you to save your dollars. They want you to spend them. So they make sure that they lose money over time. Or else you have to put it into the stock market to risk it, so you can hopefully find somebody that knows how to run a business and increase their money, your value. So you have to risk your money to increase in value. Bitcoin and Litecoin are a money that you don't have to do that with. They increase in value over time. That's what they're designed to do. So why, so that's why I'm saying, it's kind of, I don't, I say I buy Bitcoin and Litecoin, but do you go to work and say, I'm getting a job so I can go buy some dollars? Or wherever you're from, whatever currency you use. Yeah, I'm going to go get me a job so I can buy me some dollars. You say you're going to get a job so you can earn money. There's different types of money. There's the pound, the British pound. There's the, the renminbi, Chinese yuan. And, I thought about buying that for a minute. And then I was like, that's pretty stupid, because all of the fiat currencies, fiat, by the way, means by decree. It means the king decreed, so it was valuable. Fiat money. The Federal Reserve says the dollar is valuable, therefore it's valuable. The Federal Reserve says it's not valuable, therefore it's not valuable. It's by decree. I gotta get my check. You guys want to hold on for a minute? No, you guys, I don't do the fancy video editing cut. Let me go get my money. Ooh, very nice. So, let's go. Let's go to the bank with the money that we earned and go exchange it for the money that we keep and we save. That's what I use Bitcoin and Litecoin for, is savings. And I measure my wealth in Bitcoin and Litecoin. I don't want to measure it in dollars, because then the value goes down. If I save my wealth in Bitcoin and Litecoin, my value goes up over time. And I don't have to put it into the stock market to risk it with Bernie Madoffs and stuff like that. If you're buying Ethereum and holding Ethereum for that reason, you have to worry about volatility risk and what the CEO is going to do, and if people are going to find out that 80% of the supply was released to insiders and And the 15% that everybody else gets to fight over can easily be manipulated by the 80% that the insiders have, and the 60 million in Bitcoin that they raised at 600, so it's probably double that. So they probably got about 120 billion dollars or $1 million to manipulate the market in a Bitcoin. Unless Joe Lubin is, taking that in profits or whatever. I mean, I don't know how he's running that business, but that's what Ethereum is. You got a lot more risk to think about with Ethereum than you do with Bitcoin and Litecoin, because Bitcoin and Litecoin don't have a company. They don't have a CEO. They don't have a crappy release policy like 80% to insiders. What a crock. You guys like that stuff. Hey, have you heard of Rootstock? It's the anti-venom for Ethereum. So we're on the bank. We earned our money this week. We earned our money, this little piece of paper. How can a piece of paper have value? How can Bitcoin have value? How can gold have value? It's just metal. It has value because if I give this to you, if I sign the back of this and give it to you, you can go to the bank and you can go buy it, and the guy at the grocery store trusts that whatever you got in your hand, the bits of paper that you've got in your hand, have value. So it's the faith of you and me that gives it value. I have no faith in Ethereum. I have more faith in the dollar than I do in Ethereum. How's that for? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I got more faith in Ethereum, or in the dollar, than I do in Ethereum. Dollar's stable. Stably going down in value, but stable nonetheless. So I'm going to cash my check, but put it in the bank, get on Coinbase, and I don't even want to buy my Litecoin from Coinbase. I've been buying it from BTCE for so long that it's just like, I don't want to let them go, because, man, that exchange has been awesome to me over the years, I mean, I never kept anything on it. I go in and I get out. And get it on a paper wallet, but that exchange has been good to me. I kind of want to keep using it, but you guys don't have to. Or just getting into it, you don't have to go through all those hoops you got to jump through. You can just go on Coinbase and buy them. I would not don't store your stuff on Coinbase. Better learn how to make paper wallets and or use whatever Ledger Nano. I think they support Litecoin. So Trezor, look up Atomizer, buy from him. He's making money on those. Whatever, but you keep your Bitcoin. Don't keep them on Coinbase. That's a weak link for you. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Bitcoin and Litecoin are money. You don't go buy money. You go earn money. Go get a job. Don't be sitting there on them faucets trying to get something for nothing. Go do your thing. Do your part in society. Help, and do something you love. Hey, if you want to start a business, start saving your money in Bitcoin and Litecoin, and keep working and doing what you're doing. You save your money in Bitcoin and Litecoin, in time they're going to increase in value, and you can be your own bank. You don't have to go to the bank and say, "Will you give me X amount of dollars?" You get a plan, and I mean, what is the average interest rate from inception of these coins? I think somebody asked, so are you saying Litecoin's a bad buy now? Absolutely not. I'm going to buy Litecoin today, but I'm not going to get crazy with it and sell my house. What a fool that guy was. No, not at these prices. At $3.50, I was sitting there looking at it like the silver nobody wants. Oh boy, I want it. So I was gonna have a chunk of change. I want to put it someplace. I was gonna do it there. I mean, actually, if I wasn't starting the business that I was starting now, I'd be very comfortable. Even now, it still suck because I wouldn't get near as much as I was gonna, and I still may, but yeah, I just look at the Bitcoin Litecoin ratio and see where I want to put my money. But anyway, guys and gals, I got ladies subscribing now. Hello, good day. Adios, muchachos and senoritas.